A deserted stretch of highway outside Jodhpur at night. Truck driver Rohan Verma, experienced and middle-aged, drives his truck towards Bikaner. A strange coldness fills the air and his radio crackles. Emitting a faint, eerie female laugh and the words, "We, you have come," Rohan is disturbed. The same highway moments later. At a turn, a woman in a white sari with obscured features appears in front of Rohan's truck. He brakes hard. The woman floats slightly above the ground. Her head twists 180 degrees, revealing a burnt face and empty eyes. The escape and the warning. Setting the highway and an old roadside eatery the next morning. Rohan speeds away, but the truck stops on its own. He reaches a dhaba where an elderly sage sits. The sage recounts the tale of Priya, a newlywed killed there, and warns Rohan that her vengeful spirit will follow him. Haunted truck. Setting Rohan's truck the following days. Rohan sees Priya's ghost in his truck's mirror repeatedly. He hears her voice. He is tormented by the apparition. The dhaba. The sage advises Rohan to travel to Priya's village, Shantinagar, to uncover the truth behind her haunting. The ancient village of Shantinagar. The villagers are wary of Rohan. He meets Maya Devi, an old priestess who reveals Priya's tragic story, her impending sacrifice, her escape with her husband, their capture, and her being burnt alive by the villagers vowing revenge. Shantinagar, strange death's plague. The village, a man falling from a roof, another burning without external fire. Fear grips the community. The burnt room where Priya died. Priya's and her husband's spirits appear to Rohan. Priya demands revenge and tells him to destroy the truck that carried their remains. The highway? Back on the road, the truck starts and moves on its own. Rohan finds a cursed doll inside. He sees Priya and her husband in the rearview mirror. The highway? The truck crashes, seemingly killing Rohan. Near the dhaba, 3 days later, Rohan awakens with light brown eyes. The sage explains he is now linked to the truck and will die nightly, returning each morning, losing a part of himself. The cure lies in Calaban, the forest of burning. The ominous forest of Calaban. Rohan meets the god of death who reveals the truck's curse. Priya and her husband defiled a temple by using it to flee. The truck is a vehicle of the dead. Rohan must appease Priya or become its next driver. The dhaba. Rohan returns. The sage warns of a hidden, vengeful spirit among them. Rohan suspects Neera. The dhaba. Rohan uses holy water on Neera, forcing Priya's spirit out, but it only partially leaves, latching onto the truck and becoming more dangerous. The highway and beyond. The truck now targets those who believe in ghosts, seeking not just souls but faith itself. Rohan's ancestral village, Anandpur. Rohan returns after years drawn by Priya's voice. He recalls his childhood friend, Meena, falling into a well and never being found. The well is now strangely damp, with children's laughter echoing from it. The well in Anandpur. Meena's spirit appears, wanting a final game of truth or lie. Rohan confesses his guilt about abandoning her. Her spirit finds peace and ascends. Various locations. Priya's curse on the truck intensifies, targeting believers. The truck attacks drivers, a sage's shrine, and eventually surrounds a village that dismissed it, leaving only ashes. Unknown. Rohan receives a call, the voice not human, but the truck's telling him he is the last one and asking if he believes. Outside Rohan's window, at 300 a.m., the truck appears. The weakened sage tells Rohan he must understand the fear driving the truck to defeat it. The interior of the truck. Rohan enters the truck, finding it a ghostly cavern of tormented souls. The truck speaks, but Rohan rejects its power. It transforms into a mass of souls with a human face. Inside the truck, Rohan places the amulet on the steering wheel and chants. The trapped souls are released, including Priya's, who expresses peace. The truck's spirit vows to return as the truck burns. The village and beyond. The truck is destroyed. Peace returns to the village. The sage says Rohan understood fear later. A similar voice is heard from a new auction truck, Jodhpur, and a garage. Samar buys an old truck cheaply. Strange calls from his garage and a burning smell fill him with unease. His driver disappears near a cursed turn. Samar finds a message in the truck, "I drive again." Samar's garage. A local Baba senses a malevolent presence within the truck. Inside Samar's truck, a hidden door opens, revealing a shadowy figure who claims Samar is his driver. Samar seeks Rohan's help. Unknown. Rohan recognizes the truck as a new manifestation of the curse. He explains the spirits find new vessels and that a sacrifice is needed to stop it. Rohan knows he must be the one. Around the truck's physical form is destroyed, revealing a shadowy figure with a book of ash. The original entity, fear itself. around the truck. The truck's physical form is destroyed, revealing a shadowy figure with a book of ash, the original entity, fear itself. The village. The entity threatens the entire village. The released spirits protect Samar. The village. Samar sets the book of ash on fire. The entity weakens as the souls are freed. The truck becomes a husk. Rohan says fear remains, but they now understand it. Samar's home in a truck stop. A faint voice echoes from the truck's wreckage. A flute plays at an old truck stop, hinting that the deals continue. The old highway construction site. Workers unearth an underground settlement with strange dolls. Vikram recognizes it from his dreams. A local elder speaks of disappearances. The well and tunnel leading underground. Action. Vikram, Shankar, and a team descend into a dark tunnel with claw marks on the walls. A large underground hall. They find a blood-stained iron statue touching. It awakens a shadowy clawed entity and a blind woman with burning eyes demanding release. The underground hall and tunnel. Vikram recalls a legend of a demonic entity imprisoned beneath the village. One of their team died trying to escape. They are trapped. The underground hall. They see claw marks and protective amulets. The entity's voice echoes. A figure with burning coal eyes and flowing hair appears, the awakened demon. The underground hall. The demon attacks. Vikram instructs Shankar to distract it while he seeks a way to destroy its physical form. The underground hall. Vikram uses ashes, weakening the demon. They chant and the demon's statue shatters, its shadowy form dissipating. The darkness lifts. Outside the village. Despite the demon's defeat, a dark presence remains. Rohan and Shankar feel unease. The old village has vanished from memory in the landscape. A new road at night. Driving, Rohan and Shankar find themselves on an unfamiliar road leading back towards the underground village. The car engine makes strange noises. Rohan stops, sensing a supernatural influence. The new road near the old well. The car's headlights illuminate. A hazy figure by the well. Rohan knows the threat persists. The car windows lower on their own. A faint, pained voice whispers, "You will never forget me." The forest and an old ruined Haveli. They reach a deserted Haveli believed to be haunted. They enter seeking refuge. The door slams shut behind them. The forest and an old ruined Haveli. They reach a deserted Haveli believed to be haunted. They enter seeking refuge. The door slams shut behind them. Inside the dark Haveli, Action Shankar expresses his fear. Rohan uses a flashlight. They search for another exit. The Haveli. They find a locked door. Rohan breaks it down, revealing a winding staircase leading downwards. The bottom of the stairs, they find an old man with glowing eyes, who claims no one leaves the Davies house and that they will stay forever. The bottom of the stairs, the old man's eyes turn black. He lunges at Rohan, who shines his flashlight on him. The old man screams and dissolves into smoke. A lit chamber with strange symbols. They find a stone altar as Rohan approaches. The Davies' shadow emerges, more powerful than before, vowing revenge. The chamber. Rohan and Shankar face the Davies' shadow, knowing this is their last stand. The chamber and outside the Haveli. After a fierce struggle, they destroy the Davies' shadow. The Haveli shakes and then falls silent. Moonlight streams in as they exit. The highway stretching into the darkness. Action. Rohan grips the steering wheel, his knuckles white. Shankar stares ahead, his eyes wide with terror. The shadowy figure in the rear-view mirror remains unmoving, a silent promise of unending horror. The truck continues its journey into the night, its headlights cutting through the blackness towards an unseen destination. The wind howls a mournful dirge, carrying whispers of fear and loss. The cycle of terror is unbroken. The highway claims its own again and again. The darkness holds its breath, waiting for the next soul to wander into its grasp. The end is never truly the end, only a pause before the shadows stir once more.